Sunday, girls, and I need a Sunday reset. I don't know about yous, but honestly, it's the first week of March. What day is it today? 2nd of March. No more fucking around. This year's been a wee bit mad, a wee bit all over the place. There's definitely a nice current starting, but we just need to like get our weekly routine into order because it's just been a bit crazy. Mummy left on Tuesday there. She was visiting me. She was here for 4 weeks and I actually miss her so much. I can't explain, I just miss the bed being there and her watching Desperate Housewives at all hours of the night. Like she has to have TV on going to bed, so she had Desperate Housewives pumping through this house 24/7 and I was loving it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm missing her so much. And then as soon as we left her off to the airport, I literally came home and had to get ready for the Billie Eilish concert. Let me just insert some quick clips of that here because wow. And am I a lesbian? That's the question I've been asking myself all week because that woman, her face card, I can't even explain. Her character, her charisma, she's just so hot. Like I can't explain it other than that. The smirks, the way she moves, the way she vibes, I just was obsessed. So that was a really good night. Me and Erin went to that. It was in the Kudos Bank Arena, I think it was called. And yeah, it was fab, easy to get in. 2 trains, absolutely fine. So that was this week, and I didn't record last week either. I had a really bad cold. I wasn't able to even go out of the house that much. Like I got out as much as I could for mum to bring her places, but I was just dying. The whole works, you know the crack, headache, eyes watering, sinuses, not great. Sore body. I thought it was from the gym the first day. I was like, God, I've never had aches like this from the gym. Like, you know when you're like in pain. And then the day after I got the full-blown cold, throat and all. You can probably still hear my voice actually, but I'm feeling a lot better now. So yeah, that's the vibes anyway. I need to get reset, as I was saying. So today's going to be spent getting a bit of a reset done, cleaning up. I've got some laundry that we're going to do together. I know you love doing laundry. Also, if you have laundry, girls, after this video, go and do your own laundry, okay? Don't just be watching me doing mine, because I be at that through the week. Do you know what I mean? Watching my wee videos, my wee vlogs. They're all being productive and I'm not. Make sure you're rationing the YouTube, girls. Okay, go and get your own shit done as well. But come along till we do our laundry together now. I'll show you how it's done. Also, I need to fill you in on this. Boop, boop, boop. This is my little Sonny Angel. And honestly, girls, I get the hype. I'll talk to you about that later, people. Here's a bit of a mess at the minute. This cupboard behind me. My Hoover's broke down. She's sitting in there. She shouldn't be in there. She's done. Her battery overloaded, which is like, what do you mean my battery overloaded? From what? It's a chargeable Hoover. How's your battery overloading after a year? It's given she's overwhelmed and can't handle it, which I understand, but also your job is to do the hoovering and we needed you and you've let us down. So that's fab. I'm at that stage of my cold where like everything's gathering here, so I keep having to sniff, which is just the most disgusting time, if you get me. It's so mucusy and stinky. I emceed a show in January, mid-January. It was like the 15th of Jan, and I fell backstage. I think I told you about this. I recorded the whole backstage process and stuff.
Oh no! What happened? I broke my ankle.
Which I can't even explain to you how naive of me that is. Like that's just literally my life. Like I feel like that's so on brand for me. And yeah, it's still sore. And it's been nearly 8 weeks. And it's still really sore and a bit swollen still. And I'm worried. I got an x-ray done on it, so there was no bones broken, but it's just still sore. I'm still like niggling a little bit. I got this at the Billie concert. Why does this smell like pure fish? Pure eyelash glue literally stinks of fish, and it costs $80. So it should be smelling of roses. Do you know what I mean? How do you stop these sniffles? They're so rotten. Could probably blow my nose, but that would mean blowing my nose every 20 seconds and. So loads on. I need to talk to you about a couple of things that I've watched in the past 2 weeks. And I really want to make a coffee, but everyone says don't drink coffee first, eat something, which I never usually do, but today I'll have a little bowl of cereal. Okay, don't shoot me, don't shoot the messenger. I have to use these to get shit down. My cupboards are so high. I don't know what they were thinking, but it is good to have the storage, to be honest. I won't complain too hard. But anyway, is it just me or is TV off the charts at the minute? Ooh. I am fed. Do you know what I mean? From just TV to movies to everything, like everything's great at the minute. Let's go sit down, girls. Come on. Come on with me. First thing I watched was The Substance. Loved it. Thought, listen, if you watch The Substance, do you know the scene at the end? No spoilers, by the way. But the scene at the end, you know the one I want about, in the like award hall, in the talk show hall with all of the audience. I felt like that one went on a little bit too long. I feel like they could have got their point across in like a 3-minute clip. Instead, it felt like it went on for 15 minutes. I don't know. I felt like that was a little bit drawn out. And that's really my only criticism of it. I feel like some parts were definitely too drawn out. Hollywood movies do that a lot for some reason. I don't know what their problem is with just keeping it like to the point. I would so much prefer to watch something to the point with like just a storyline rather than get the point and then have to watch an extra 5 minutes of them trying to get the point across even more, when I just don't think it was necessary. But overall, I did really enjoy the movie. If you're not picking up the whole theme of like Hollywood and the standards for women and stuff like that, if I was just to watch that blindly with like no interest in that topic in general and like no knowledge of that topic, which I know most people have the knowledge of that topic, I don't know if it would hit the same. I think it is very creepy, really strange, really well filmed. See when I could just go up and just kiss the screen when it's so crisp and it's like monochrome with like pops of colour and it just looks so good. Loved it. So I would probably rate it, like, what did I give it? I've started like a little list on my phone of movies that I'm watching and rating them. Movies I watched. The Substance. Oh, I never ended up giving it anything. So I rate it out of 5 stars usually. I would probably give that a 4 stars. Just for the good acting, great cinematography, great meaning behind it. Yeah, I would do 4 stars. Then we've got Severance season 2. Loving it. First episode I found a little bit hard to follow. Maybe it's because I watched the first season a while ago, but as soon as the second episode hit, I was right back to knowing what was going on again. So all was well. Yeah, I'm loving it. I think it's amazing. I think the storyline's unreal. I think Severance is probably one of the best TV shows to come out in years that I've seen anyway. Yeah, and it has a lot of potential. I don't know how many seasons they're going to do of it, but I'm intrigued to find out. The White Lotus came out as well, their season 3. I've actually only watched season 1 of it. I watched it on the airplane when I was coming over to Sydney to live, which is so funny. I don't know why I never continued it. I am going to continue it on my agenda to watch, so I need to watch White Lotus. And Mum was here as well. We started watching Married at First Sight Australia. If you're in the UK and Ireland, you won't be able to see it yet, but I think it starts on Monday for you. I think you can watch it. It starts on Monday. And honestly, guys, you just have to watch it. I just think it's fascinating. If you love watching people's behaviour and like analysing it and having like an ongoing commentary, like with a friend, or me and my mum did it, 10 out of 10. I'm trying to think what else I've watched. I went to see Bridget Jones. It was actually really good and it had me crying a couple of times. It's so emotional. And I also sing. I might have talked to you about this one because it was a couple of weeks ago, but I went to see A Moment in Time. Fantastic movie. Andrew Garfield, Florence Pugh. I feel like anything with Florence Pugh is going to be phenomenal, and anything with Andrew Garfield is going to be phenomenal, so you can't put them both together. Bang. Phenomenal. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I literally forgot about the main things to talk about involving TV. Sorry, have I done anything else other than TV the past week? Not really. The reason I actually wanted to talk to you was I watched 2 documentaries that you need to go and watch, and you probably will watch. Apple Cider Vinegar, about Belle Gibson, who faked having cancer. She pretended to have a brain tumour and she pretended that she was staying alive through nutrition, like holistic methods. She created an app called The Whole Pantry, which was basically just recipes and food ideas for keeping you really well. But the whole basis of her book and of her app was her having brain cancer 4 years ago, diagnosed with brain cancer, stage 4, 4 months to live, and she's still alive. Bit sus. Okay, she's Australian. She fully never had cancer, and yeah, it tells the story of her as well as some other people in the same space that believed in holistic methods, where she actually got her idea. My final recommendation is The Devil Lives Inside, or the one about 8 Passenger. The Devil in the Family it's called, and it's about Ruby Frank and her family. And honestly, oh my god, there's another one. I've watched so much TV. Anyway, that one's about Ruby Frank. Honestly, 9 out of 10 documentary. So good, so well put together, so harrowing and horrifying. And my final one, sorry, I thought that was my final one. This one is my final one. Another story, a crime story about a YouTuber, Gabby Petito documentary. Something Gabby Petito, and it's about a YouTuber who went on a trip with her boyfriend at the time, Brian, and they went van lifing, like a van trip around America. Gabby ends up going missing, and it's that whole story. It's insane because they've got so much footage as well, and they were stopped by the police at one point, so they've got like body footage of an incident that happened, and it's just insane the amount of footage they have. I feel like I need to go outside and touch grass. They all weren't in 1 week, by the way. They were over the past 2 weeks, but that is still a lot of TV. It is what it is, girls, okay? I'm nearly done my cereal. I can't wait for a coffee. All of my glass straws are in the dishwasher. Cheers. Hi girls, sorry. We're going to Bondi. Hey. Watch, don't break it. He's in a bad mood. His thing stopped working during his run. Anyway, we're going into Bondi. He's going to get showered there, and then we're heading into Bondi. I need to get a few wee things done. I should be getting my nails done, but I don't think I'm going to have time. The main reason we're actually going in is because my Apple Watch that Daddy gave me literally in November stopped working a month after he left. Now just like the only screen that comes on is the Apple. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think it's a hardware issue, which sounds expensive. So happy days, happy days. Apple Watches are shit, and honestly, if you can take anything from this video, don't ever buy an Apple Watch. I think, to be honest, it's the worst thing in the whole Apple ecosystem. I think everything else is great. I love my iPhone, I love my AirPods, I love my AirPod Maxes, I love my iPad, love everything. Apple Watch, feel womp womp womp. And that's truly how I feel about the Apple Watch. First of all, when it is fully functioning, which isn't all the time, it only lasts, it says 18 hours, which is shit anyway, but it's advertised at 18 hours. It definitely does not last 18 hours. I would say if you're walking or doing any sort of activity on it, 8 hours. 8 to 10 hours. Maybe 10. Woohoo, do you know what I mean? You have to charge it overnight, so you can't even like get your sleep pattern. If you charge it before you go to sleep, you have to remember to put it back on. It is a handling, and I would definitely recommend the Fitbit before I would recommend the Apple Watch. I had a Fitbit for years, and at least my Fitbit would last 3 days, and I know that's still not the best, but 3 days was better than not even a full day with the Apple Watch. I do think it looks sleek, but the Fitbit Versa that I had was pretty similar, to be honest, and everyone thought it was an Apple Watch, and they always asked me, was it an Apple Watch? So, but yeah, it just uses, because obviously it's LED and everything, it just uses so much battery, and there's no point. They say that they're water resistant, but you get it wet at all, I feel like it starts to play up. Both of mine did. I have a smaller one as well, and this is a Series 5, and my one's an SE, the smaller one. And same thing, if I sweat, like in here, it kind of plays up a little bit. It's just, no, don't get it. Save your money. Save your money. Look at that for a tan line. How bad is that? It's all peeling. You can see where I like my pinky finger put my sun cream on my shoulder. I didn't bring it down my arm, and that's what happens. So bad. Also, does anybody else, I have retainers from years ago. I had braces years ago, and my teeth are basically back to normal now. They're kind of like on top of each other at the bottom. For some reason, I cannot keep my retainer on at night, no matter what, and I don't have any recollection of ever like ripping it out of my mouth, but every single morning I wake up, it's not there. And I have grabbed it out of my mouth and thrown it in the middle of the night, and it bees in the other side of the room, it bees down the side of the bed, it bees anywhere bar in my mouth, and I have no recollection of taking it out. And put it this way, it's not easy to take out. It's no simple task. It is a digging job. Like I have to, like that's the type of vibe it is. So how am I getting that out in the night without even being conscious of it? That's what I want to know. Like I have to be grabbing at that in the middle of the night. Anyway, let's go to Bondi. Okay, swift change of plans. Didn't go to Bondi, didn't go to the appointment for the Apple Watch, didn't get my nails done, nothing happened. Okay, we're having a snack out of McDonald's. We have a barbecue this evening over at our friend's house. We just picked up something out of McDonald's there to do us until then. Very nutritious, very vibey, yeah. And I think we're gonna have a Sunday nap. And that's the reality of it, girls, and that's just the way my Sundays rock. I was supposed to be really productive today, it hasn't really happened. Well, I got some cleaning done. I'm probably gonna nap now for the next hour. And then I'll bring you with me to the barbecue, show you the vibes there, and then we'll maybe chop some veg and probably not, but we'll see what happens, because Sunday is Sunday. It's the day of rest. Everyone chill out. Didn't even end up napping. Hey, scrolled on my phone. Hey. Anyway, we've got our barbecue now. I think it's cold enough for a hoodie, which is a vibe, because it's been roasting the past week. Should I take a t-shirt just in case, actually? It does feel a bit cold out there, huh? Okay, barbecue time. And a wee glass of, hey, let's go.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed. Where's your head going, Red? You won't drop that.
Nobody tell Aaron and Brian, but I'm not even hungry. Oh no! We ate too late. We had a danger lunch, didn't we?
I'm hungry.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I only had a wrap. Burger. You had a wrap and a burger and chips.
You ate half my chips.
Fuck up, Niamh.
They were good chips, hey? Do you know when you go to McDonald's and the chips are hot, right out of the frying pan? Nothing beats that. I honestly do think. I know McDonald's is shit, but their chips when they're hot. And by the way, if you're looking to get hot chips, I didn't do this today, but my cousin at home, she will ask for chips from McDonald's with no salt, and then they have to make a new batch because they salt them as they cook them, so they have to make a brand new batch, put salt on them herself. Top tip. And that works every time. Haven't asked for it here because for some reason here, I don't know if it's the language barrier, like we're both speaking English, but it's just not, it's not the same. Yeah, so we just ran through a red light, we think. I didn't choose my new tattoo as well. Me and mum got matching tattoos. It's like a little mum and daughter. That's mum, that's daughter. That's like intertwined. And then these two sparkles are my two brothers. Isn't that cute? It's very dry and scabby. It's starting to scab off. I don't really like tattoos when they're first done, you know, when they're jet black like that. That just looks like I drew on myself with a Sharpie. That's what it's given. But once it goes like that dark grey, like part of your skin vibe, once the scab comes off, and it looks kind of faded, I like that better. But me and mum got matching ones. She got one on her wrist. We got it in Bondi Ink the week before she left. The last time I was in Bondi Ink, I had a woman that done my other tattoos on my left arm, and she was so lovely, really, really nice, like gentle, everything. See the guy that I had this time? He was so rude and just so like, just no customer service skills. And I was like, why are you doing this? Why are you putting yourself through this? He just seemed like he hated life. I felt bad for him, but he was like literally throwing, like, you know those spinny chairs that you get your tattoos on? He was like spinning it round and he hit us with it twice. That was the sorest area I've ever got a tattoo. I mean, I was in excruciating pain. Like, I thought I was going to have to say no, and I was just going to be left with like a little half infinity vibe. I was like to mum, I can't do this. She had to get me a lollipop. It was excruciating, and I've had my ribs done and in there done, and like not even close to the pain that I felt with this. I was nearly crying, like, and it's such a small tattoo, but because it's coloured in, it was like he was going over and over it, and I was like, God have mercy. But yeah, in between
doing it, he was rubbing, like obviously they have to rub the blood and ink away, like so that they can see, but he was like his dry rubber, I don't know, like the last girl just seemed to like wipe it with whatever cream or whatever they were using, I don't know, she was wiping it softly. He was like, oh, the pain. That in between the needling, I was like, check me out of this, check me out right now. Just little things like not caring about your experience. He like didn't really care about where you were placing it and stuff. Like he didn't want to double check with you. He just like slapped it on. Perfect. Oh, cheap.
Yeah.
So Aaron, if you're watching this, cheap ass, this is for your gift.
No, I got the proper one as well.
Oh, okay.
That there, your man says, oh, these are usually $20, only $10 today.
This
and then
one?
I looked in the scene, now I had there, I had
Oh.
the red one. But still, it's New Zealand stuff and things.
Aye, she can pick what one she wants and I'll take one. Back with the tattoos. Anyway, today's basically just a storytelling event.
Oh shit, I forgot to get my tattoos.
Your tattoos? Oh, Owen wants a tattoo, he doesn't have a clue what he wants. And he can't decide. Which to me screams don't get one, really. Oh god, this looks so good. Shop. And I'm a little bit drunk.
Platinum record this, Bible record that. I'm making so much money, I'm all over the net. Fast forward now, it's 2023. I'm going to show you how to make the best overnight oats you've ever had in your whole life. Okay? And that's just a fact. I'm going to change into my pajamas 2 seconds. We've got our pajamas on and our bra off. And that's the main thing, if you ask me. Okay, I just use rolled oats. For myself, I use 40 grams of rolled oats. I use 30 grams of this protein. It's true protein. This is the chocolate flavor one. Rich chocolate, it's called. And it doesn't come with its own scoop, so I have to use my own. This is my little 30 gram scoop. 1 tablespoon of organic chia seeds. Tablespoon. So good for fiber. 125 mils of milk. I don't like mine too wet, like I don't like wet oats. I just give it a mix. Guys, when I tell you this is the nicest breakfast ever, I might actually vlog a bit tomorrow morning and put it into this video. So 125 mil of milk. It's just light milk. All mixed. I'm just gonna pop the lid on it, and then tomorrow morning I'll show you what I do, but I add in some frozen raspberries. I don't love frozen raspberries, like ones that have been frozen for God knows how long, you know, the ones that come in the bag. Don't know, it doesn't taste as good to me, but if I buy fresh raspberries straight away as soon as I get them home, I wash them and put them in the freezer, so they are frozen. They've only been frozen for, you know, max a week. I feel like if I don't freeze my raspberries here, they go bad very, very, very fast. Obviously, like, change your oats to whatever you want. I do 40 grams at the minute. If you need to pop another bit into it, if you need more protein, whatever, you cater it to you, obviously.
All done. I feel like I was so in my head this morning. Like even during the workout, I was just in my head. I don't know what it is. Sometimes you just get those days, don't you, where you're like so weird to yourself. Like I can't even explain it. It's where my mind gets overwhelmed.
This is my oats.
This is actually Ray Fine's third time.
This is the consistency I like them. I don't like them too watery. Not fully solid, but like, you know. And then these are my frozen rasps. They're just so much brighter. Like if you take a bag of frozen raspberries that have been like frozen and you bought them frozen, they're like a dark red, but these are bright because they're fresh. They're only fresh from last week. So I'm just gonna pop them in. Probably not gonna eat for another half an hour or an hour. Well thawed by then. That's that. I'll pop that back in the fridge just for another 48 minutes to an hour, and then I'll eat them. Okay, I've put down one of the blinds because the Oscars is popping off. Loving life. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat my oats now. The crunchy Biscoff, always. It's like that much, but I'm gonna weigh it. 17 grams. Pop it in the microwave for like 10-15 seconds. Looks like this.
It's balls in your court, Estonia. It's very inspiring.
Gorge. Just give it a mix. This is the consistency that I like. Normally the raspberries are a bit more defrosted because they're in earlier. Like they're still a little bit frozen, but not in a bad way. This is so good. You just have to make this. This is the best overnight oats you'll ever have. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to end the vlog here. Love you all. I'll see you in the next one.